Hello and welcome back to Tours and Tournaments. We're going to start this episode by talking about two counselor tasks. One, which is potentially going to be useful now, the other, which is potentially going to be useful later. These were suggested by the comments, and they are both cool tasks that I never use. And the reason I never used them, I think, is because they came out at the same time as the Royal Court DLC. And there was a lot of new mechanics chucked at me at that point, and basically I went, okay, these two seem a little bit lackluster, and to be honest, my opinion on them didn't really change over time. However, in our very specific circumstance right now, they are potentially useful. And I had an idea with one of them which might be cool. I don't know if we can do it, but it definitely seems like it might be a cool idea to try and do because it fits thematically with what we're doing in the campaign. So, idea number one. We're going to have a look at the Integrate Titles task. Now, what does this do? Well, what this does is this allows a target title to de jure be part of your primary title. So, for instance, if we were to look at Ypres here, currently, Ypres, if we were to inherit France and then lose France again, which is our current plan, we're going to die, this guy's going to inherit, this guy's going to die, the land will be split between his heirs, one will get France, one will get Frisia. What would happen with Ypres is Ypres would actually join France because it is part of France. If we de jure make it part of Frisia, it would actually join us. So that's a pretty good thing, and I think that's something that we should look at doing. The second thing that integrating a title does is it makes the vassals pay you what they should be paying you. If we look down here, it will say, levies and taxes are reduced as you are not Count Clairvert's II's rightful liege. This is because he holds land which we are not the de jure liege of. If we become the de jure liege, he pays us the full amount that he can. Now, does it actually say how much it's reduced by? It doesn't. It does say his contribution is 1.5. Yeah, look at this. This person's contribution is 18%. This person's contribution is 1.5. Is that because we lowered feudal taxes? Now, even with lowered feudal taxes, that's still incredibly low. So yeah, he's basically not paying us anything that close to what we want him to be paying us. So, we would very much like that title to be part of our lands. So, how does it work? Well, basically, what we do is we go to this map mode. And this map mode shows you the things that are currently drifting towards you. So right now, Brabant is currently drifting towards you. Anything that is drifting towards you, you can start integrating. And once it finishes integrating, that then means it is part of your primary title. Now, unfortunately, this is the one I said would be useful for later. Because if we go and have a look at this, and we have a look at one of these titles, you will see that it will complete in 57 years. Which is a little bit too long. And the reason it's too long is all of our counselor tasks can't really last beyond the lifetime of this character. Because if they last beyond the lifetime of this character, we die, we become France, our court becomes the French court, our council changes to the French council, and all of these tasks get cancelled, right? They all just stop existing. So, if we have a task which is going to take 57 years, that's just going to get cancelled entirely. Now, in theory, it does speed up the integrating title thing, but that also doesn't matter because that also gets invalidated by us holding France because our primary title switches. Therefore, it's no longer going to be integrating into our primary it's no longer going to be integrating into Frisia because it would then start de jure drifting into France, which, again, is not really what we want it to do. So, in a generation or two, this is going to be really cool. But right now, this doesn't really do anything for us, but it's cool. Now, you might also be thinking, wait a second, wasn't Ypres de jure drifting into your lands? And I would say, I thought it was too. However, it doesn't appear to be de jure drifting into our lands anymore. I have to assume that this is something to do with the Duchy of Frisia no longer existing, because I'm fairly certain that the Duchy of Frisia held this at the start of the game, or if not the start of the game, very soon after for us. And it must have been integrating from then, or something caused it to integrate from then. But I think by destroying that duchy, we've kind of broken it. Now, What I could find online about the Jure drift and in terms of how it worked was if as a kingdom holder you hold the whole duchy, as in it's all under your control, much as Brabant is, then the Jure drift will work. Otherwise, it will not work. So this isn't going to be something that we can integrate until we hold all of this, which, to be fair, is going to be a problem in terms of us inheriting France and all that sort of stuff. But it would be nice to integrate titles in the future so that doesn't become a problem. So this is more of a future-proofing plan, but it's just something to think about. Now, this I also had an idea about, and this triggered something which I thought would be cool for this campaign in my head. I was like, oh, right, yeah, this could be really fun. What if we make it a goal to start taking a lot of coastline? So, we have a lot of bonuses with trade ports. We have a lot of coastline already. It's kind of a natural thing that works well with us. We have, I think, multiple things in our culture that work well with trade ports. So we have this one and we have this one. What if we started taking duchies on the coast and then integrating coastal duchies into our primary title? We then get full levies and taxes from them. We build trade ports in all the coastal ones, and we just start building up a huge amount of tax and levies. I think that could be really cool. And there's a lot of coastline near us, right? Like, we could go all the way up here. We could conquer bits of Denmark, get all that coastline. I think it would be really a neat idea. It would create an interesting different realm, especially as we wouldn't be kind of centralized, as you see, like all of these kind of blobs, these square blobs, basically. We would be kind of a line. I think that would create an interesting looking thing, and it would give us a purpose to expansion, which I think would be quite nice to have. So, yeah, it's something I'll think about for the future. I don't know if we're able to do it right now, and obviously integrating titles takes a long time to start with, but, you know, it's something that could be good. Anyway, we've talked enough about integrating titles because we can't do it on this lifetime, right? It's going to take 57 years, we're going to inherit this title, bunch of bad stuff's going to happen. The other one we can look at, however. The other one is Convince de Jure territory. Now what this one does is when it reaches 100%, the target county requires its ruler to hand it over to its de jure liege, which in theory sounds fantastic, right? I don't know if it's like it requires its ruler in as in it physically requires them to do it, as in it means that they will have to give you the title, or whether it means like the county will say to the ruler, we want to be part of your land, and then they'll get a choice, right? Maybe there's a revolt, maybe there's some kind of war you can join or something, but essentially the idea is you can get land without needing to go to war, which sounds interesting. And we really don't want to go to war with East Francia, the person who holds the bit of land which we do not hold, which is part of our de jure territory. So, this seems like a good idea. Now, how long does it take? Well, according to this, it takes 9 years. Now, I have moved a couple of our councillors around and all sorts of things, and I tried to find a better one, but this guy has a bonus that none of the other ones have. This guy's our friend, which gives 0.14. Why does that help us with convincing de jure territory? I have no idea whatsoever, but it does, so yeah, it's good. So we're going to leave him on that job. Now, 9 years is quite a long time, given that we are 64. But we have some positive health traits, and it got me thinking, do we want to play as King Conrad? I really don't think there's a great reason to. He's actually only on fine health as 33-year-old. He's a drunkard, which means he's going to die soon. I think that potentially we could hold on until he dies. Does he have any other negative health traits? He has ongoing heartache. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, I think he's going to die at some point, and I think that we could outlive him fairly easily, which means that we would skip him. All of his titles would go to his only heir, which is our grandson, and our grandson is actually pretty good. He's comely, he's got 2 virtuous traits. I think this could be a very good character to play. So, what I'm thinking we do is, because we want to live 9 more years to get this done, what I think we do is we probably go down whole of body here. We try and improve our health, Because if we can improve our health just a little bit, we live 9 more years, this guy pops his clogs, we become our grandson, I think that could lead to a very good path forward for us. So that's the plan. Right. What else are we going to do? Well, let's just see if we got anything else. We got 17 gold we can get from you. I'm not too worried about that. We do have another men-at-arms slot that we could potentially fill. These are very expensive, but we have a lot of money coming in. This could potentially be good. I think I'm going to hold off till we finish our trade port upgrading, but I think that that's definitely something that's on my radar. How much does it cost to upgrade these? 306. Have we got any that... we've got another one that's only at level 1. Let's upgrade that to level 2. Let's get some more development growth going. Perfect. Right. And, of course, don't forget, in 2 years, we get seafarers, which means all of our trade ports are going to increase our levies, which is going to be great. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. Speed 5. Let's unpause. Child of my dynasty. So this is my daughter's son. She's named him Simon. Okay. Cool. Simon had no traits one way or the other. Court Grandeur is now at level 7. Fantastic. Wait, I thought it was already at level 7. Anyway. Yeah, it was already at level 7. At least last time I looked. So I guess it had dropped below level 7 for some reason, but now it's back there. It's all good. Anyway, making more money because we finished a trade port upgrade. Now we're making about 9 gold a month, which is very good for ourselves. Oh, how quickly does this go now? This is still 0.94. Yeah, if this is at 0.94 and it's based on your court grandeur level as well, we must have been at 7 the whole time. I don't know why it only popped up then. Dangerous faction. Peasant rabble. There's not really a lot we can do about that. Oh yeah, this guy's not a powerful vassal anymore. I did mention that as well, I think. Or I meant to mention that. We could actually put in our acclaimed knight, who's even better at this there. Or we could put in just some random chancellor as well. And just make somebody like us, like maybe Utrecht. Yeah, you know what? Let's put him in there. We don't really need somebody to be incredible here. And that makes a vassal like us a lot more, which seems good. A powerful vassal at that. Okay. Which holding is this in? It's in Frisia. What's the negative? Oh, we extorted them for money. Yeah, that's kind of fair. It's definitely fair, I'd say. Oh, do we have all of our men-at-arms unit stationed? Stations. Yeah, perfect. We do. That's good. Just thought I'd check because I saw one. Right. Carrying on. Ooh, we're now making 9 gold a month. So legitimately making 9 gold a month. Sweden's a little lost. Also is a little large. Also one very, very, very purple bit in the center of Sweden. Wait, very, very purple bit, which is also attacking the Byzantine Empire in a conquest of the High Chiefdom of Crimea. Alright, sure. You do you. We're going to go back to Frisia. I'm just going to zoom out till these logos disappear. That's fine. Logos, crest of arms is probably what people would call them. Holland is not as young as he once was, and as he crawls into my lap I can feel him trembling. I gently stroke his grey fur and listen to him purr long into the night. As silence falls, I know he won't wake again. Our cat is dead, which does lose us intrigue learning and a health boost. I think we get to keep rat free, but yeah, not great. I also don't really want to skin our cat. We don't really get anything from it. I think I'm quite happy with this. We get to keep rat free. We do. Perfect. Okay, that's fine. Can I get another cat? No. Okay. Well, that's also fair. I can hold court, though. Maybe somebody will bring us a cat. A traitor uncovered. One of my guards approaches with my courtier Viviana in chains trailing behind him. I caught Viviana here in the process of sending sensitive information to foreign spies in East Francia. What should we do with her? Off of her head. I forgive once. Do not betray me, or I have different plans for you. You're my court physician. I'll get a strong hook. I think that will probably do it. Yeah. We could get money from that, but I don't think we want to. I think we want her not to be able to act against us. My guest, Blazena, approaches my throne with a smirk on her face and bows deeply. Greetings, Your Majesty. During my recent trip to the Petty Kingdom of Ken, I learned some fascinating tidbits about several of Petty King Swithelm's subjects. I'd be happy to share these with you for a price. I can just tell her to go. Is she married to? She's just my guest. She's not married to anyone. She's about to betroth to somebody who's landed, so she's gonna leave anyway. Yeah, be gone. Hey, we're now at level 8, so we now get the level 8 bonuses, which are even better than the other bonuses, basically. Cool. Back to this. A lost treasure. My lord, I represent the religious community of Medemblik. While rummaging through our modest archive, we have come across a very peculiar book. So I can keep the book. I can give it to my antiquarian, or I can say, who cares about books? We want to give it to our antiquarian because it can raise their learning. And it's a really high percentage chance. It is an 87% chance of raising learning. Do it. Got 1 extra learning. It's just a Greek Bible, but still, it's good. Right. Wasn't too terrible. Didn't spend anything. Got our court grandeur up. Ooh, let me just check something here. How quick is this going now? It's now 1.04 because our court grandeur is even higher. Love to see it. I could get the money from Viviana, but I don't need to. So we'll hold off. I was also thinking, if I can get my court grandeur level even higher, I could, in theory, push this up even further and make it go much, much quicker. Maybe I do want to just push this up to a 10th level. Yeah, we have a reason to now. We can well, actually, no. I was going to say we can definitely do it. No, we can definitely keep it above 8. We can definitely do it. It only costs us 0.7 to go up to max, though. Let's do that. We need more artifacts, I think, is what we're finding out here. We're missing artifacts that raise our court grandeur. Maybe it might be worth investing in an artifact like here, like this. But it probably just means we need to go to more tournaments to get some. You apparently be accomplished commander. I'm sure you would. How much money do you want? 55 is fairly cheap, but the answer is still no. We could, of course, do one of our own things. Like, we could host our own tournament. It is so expensive. They're so incredibly expensive, in fact. Yeah, I don't know how we'll ever afford that. Anyway, whatever. We have finished the thing in Frisia, so we're now making a little bit of extra money per month. Age of the world. I've been studying the ancient religious texts and writings of the scholars, but they all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation. By my calculations, we're less than a century away. I will consult with more priests and raise our learning here. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not know who, somebody is plotting to kill him. Well, somebody's trying to kill my son and spy master. That is not ideal. Wish you the best of luck. If there was anything I could do about it, I would do it. However, there isn't, so I won't. What do you want to get me? You want to write me a book? You're only competent. I'm not going to invest in that. Is that a new one, or is that the same one? That's the same one. Okay. Somebody's plotting to kill my court physician as well. Okay. Go away. There we go. I did click it away the first time, but it came back. Ooh. Finger bones of a king. Do I want to buy a chastity belt artifact? Yes. Okay. So what have I bought? So I bought something that lowers fertility by 100%. Honestly, that's kind of useful. That's actually genuinely a useful item to have. Huh. Okay. Has spikes both inside and out? Oh no. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of a useful item. If you ever want to not have children, you can just do that. Were we going to lose control? Somewhere. Don't know. Let's spawn the peasant. Oh, it'll be Frisia, right? Yeah, there's some. Oh, they're getting on boats. They must be going somewhere they can actually siege. Let's raise our troops, put them on here. As I lay dying, the wind feels colder and the days darker, shorter, quieter. The throne looks the same as the day where I first sat on it, but the throne will always look the same, but I won't. It's time for me to prepare for the inevitable. I shall commission an epitaph before I leave, so I can leave in peace. Will she use the Latin language? That's not the language we all speak. I'll use Castilian. I shall draw no distinctions. Latin and Castilian it is, or we're not the only ones living here. I can make a polyglot epitaph. Why would I ever do it in Castilian? I don't understand. Is it because that's what my wife speaks? No? Why would I ever do it in that? And make these people happy, apparently, for no reason at all? Okay. I guess I'll just lose the stress. That's fine. I'm a little worried that we're getting events about us dying. I am going to take 50 gold from you. I am going to ask my head of faith for gold as well at the same time. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. He's heard about my plight of not being at full gold. And then we can do that. Then, this is 9 months away. Cool. You want to land your boat somewhere? How's our health looking anyway? Poor. That's not good. You're just going to sit on the boats? Is this really your plan? You're just going to sit on the boats? Really? Alright, I'm going to disband my troops then. Screw you, I'm not going to pay any money for this. I'm also tempted to take my 15 gold, and I think I will take my 15 gold. Just so that we actually claim it, if we are about to die. Oh, now they're landing. Now they're landing. Okay, wait for them to land. Let's raise our men at arms. Okay. Let's march our way over there. Staring at stars. From all my evenings watching stars, I have seen with my own eyes what I've only heard before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. We'll focus on earthly matters, giving us monthly piety, clergy opinion, and learning lifestyle experience. Level of dedication to our faith went up, which I think raises our learning from something. And we can take anatomical studies to be slightly better here. I think we want to then go for... we kind of want to go this way, down into disease resistance, but maybe know thyself is also good. Anyway, it's a while before we can get any extra health. Can I switch to this? Yeah, let's give ourselves a health boost as well. We want to live just a little bit longer. 6 years is what we're aiming for. Although, to be honest, I'll take 3 months. This is fine. Attack. We've defeated them. Great to see. Can I do anything with you? I can ransom you for 8 gold. You know what? Let's ransom you for 8 gold. That's fine, because I'm fairly certain that we win the war. Upon the war ending, we imprison him. My friend Count Leopold has proven himself highly capable, especially in matters of a diplomatic nature. There are some projects I would like to undertake in the county of West Friesland, my liege, with your blessing, of course. Let's say you'll defer to my diplomatic expertise, and then that gets us development growth. Sure. Also, this now has less control, so we'll move you over there to gain control. You should have been on that task anyway. That's fine. Enforced demands. It does imprison him again. Perfect. So I'm happy I took the money. We also gain popular opinion there. That's fine. And we can disband our troops. And then prisoners, we can probably just recruit him, right? He's got 18 prowess. He'd be fantastic. Yeah, let's recruit him. He actually kind of likes us now he's in our court. He doesn't hate us. And he should be one of my best knights. I'll need to wait a second. Child of my dynasty. We have a grandson. This is my second son's son, who doesn't have anything special about him. Let's wait a month. I just want to see if this guy gets added to my knight list. Is that him there? Oh, it is. Okay, it's slightly less prowess than he had before, but still, he's pretty good. Also, while we're in our knights, let's just check. We have a successor. We have a successor. Do you reckon that acclaimed knights get wiped if you change court? They might. They definitely might. I'm fairly certain I told this event to go away. And yet it came back. Oh, Bruges. What are you doing so independent and next to me? Would you like to be my vassal? No. Would you like to be my vassal? I say, declaring a war. You've got a claim on this. I don't really want you to have that. I'd like a ducal conquest for the county of Bruges. That's 750. I could do a holy war, but that's a little expensive. Forced vassalization is cheap. I could declare on both of these, I suppose. They don't have any troops left. Honestly, you know what? Double holy war. Let's go. Just a little holy war. Right. I see no reason to not do this. We've wanted this land for a while. We might as well integrate it. And you know what? We were going to take it as France anyway when we became France. So let's head over. Any of you good at sieging? You're good at sieging. Let's go. 8 months. We'll get it. My vassal has accused my nephew, Count Arnold, of having an extramarital affair. These accusations are naught but malice and lies. This used to lower your level of devotion. I don't believe it does anymore. It does lower all of their level of devotions, but it doesn't lower yours. So, that's fine. Hey, we have seafarers, which now means that we get bonuses. Can I see what the bonuses are? So, we get 6% levy size. That's not bad. It goes up to 16% at max level. And it gives you control growth per month, which is actually quite useful right now. It's giving us 0.1. Yeah, what's this one giving us as a level 2? 4% levy size. I mean, it's not, you know, insane, but it's pretty good. You know, I'll take it. You gonna attack me? You're gonna attack me. Well, that was foolish. Yeah, I captured some enemy combatants. Anyone want to join me? Yeah, you're pretty good. Demand conversion, recruit. You as well? Yeah, convert and recruit. Welcome to the squad. We now have even better knights. You've made us stronger. That's what we like to see. We've also got through the walls. I could assault the fort, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to siege. Vixlav, my courtier, frets all through the day, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last, as we make our way to dine, he begins sheepishly, "My liege, I hear that Adelaide, the Countess of Clermont, has come to see you as the focus of her enmity. She talks openly of the illegitimate King of Brabant, who daily usurps her rightful lands and revenues." 66% chance, 77% chance nothing bad happens. Yeah, let's take it. We became rivals? Aww. We could have just been friends. Oh well, whatever. I can call them my allies to this war. I don't think we need to do that. Excuse me? Where did this come from? We were friends, almost. You were just like, nah, I want your title. Oh. Guess because I declared some wars, now you think that... Okay. Well, I guess I'll call France in. France, I'd love you to join this war. Honestly, like, I'd like you to join this war too, although I don't think I need you to. Yeah. And then I need you to join this war. Cool. I could potentially get an alliance with you. That's a no. That's fine. Well, I'll finish my siege because I've started it. Okay. Carry on with our siege. They're just going to sit and wait for me, but that's okay. 100%. Let's enforce demands. Nice. That's an extra title for us. If I put you on managed domain, does that give us enough? It gives us an extra 5. It put us to 11. We're going to be 1 off getting an extra, Yeah, one off getting an extra domain from that. Okay. Well, we'll leave that fortress now. Let's head over here. Prisoners captured in a siege. You? Don't need you, really. What are your claims? Yeah. If you could just renounce your claims and give me a hook, you can leave. You? Honestly, I don't really need you either. Why don't you just give me a hook and then go on your way? That's fine. Right. Head over to Bruges. 6 months left on the siege. I will take the siege. Then we'll head over to these guys. We have quite a lot of troops against us. 8,000 versus our 8,100. Okay, well, I can't afford to assault the fort because I can't lose troops. Could potentially buy some... I have no control in there. Wow. I could potentially buy some mercenaries, I think. But we'll hold off on that for just now. Let's... this is what I was looking for. House members. No, I can call them into this to these other wars. That's fine. Ailing with aid, befuddled. Where was I going? Why did I come in here? I could have sworn, right? I was looking for a something. Was it urgent? I had to get back to someone quickly. Next week? Yes, I think so. Ah, there's what I wanted. I needed that for... Yeah, not great. Oh, gain the mentor ability here. Okay, and he became my knight, which now means that I need a new acclaimed knight for whatever position he held. Which was this one. I have one. It's going to be this dude. Okay. Mentor as a secondary attribute gives you number of knights. Okay, if we ever get that far. I don't know what your secondary attribute is going to be, but that's fine. Right. Continue the siege. We'll take it in a second. We've lost a siege. My cousin was taken prisoner, which is Princess Berthe of Aquitaine, but that was by Brittany. So that's actually a raid I think she was taken prisoner in. Okay. There's a scheme. My knight Oleg was scheming against my spy master. Oleg, you've been here a while. Oleg, just don't do it, okay? We have won that one. We will enforce demands. Wonderful. So we've now taken that. We're now 2 above our domain limit. Let's go here. Let's raise any additional troops that we happen to have, because we should have a couple. We'll go meet them there. And do I have any mercenaries that I can buy? I could buy these guys. Give us an extra 700. What's the best deal I can get? The Hansa Guard, maybe? What are you rolling with? What's your army? Your army is mostly pikemen. So we're looking for things that counter spearmen. So we're looking for heavy infantry. Are there any heavy infantry here? I have to go down to the Thuringian blades. Alright then, I mean, if I have to. I'll hire them. Let's meet up here. Right. Child of my dynasty. We have Eduard, who is my daughter's son. Okay. That's fine. Keep merging. We don't have a lot of money currently, but that's okay. My peasant leader is leading my army. Sure. Although, actually, I think I'd much prefer this guy. He's going to be better, because this is going to give us the advantages in all of our land. And the organizer, I think, is useful as well. Wait for these guys to catch up. And then we start moving over here, France. You ready? Okay. How many troops do they have? We're about even. I think they hired mercenaries when I hired mercenaries. This is about to create an alliance between us and Navarra. I'll send it through. My grandson. No, he holds an alliance. We don't have an alliance yet. Yeah, she doesn't want an alliance. That's fine. Right. Let's go for this army that's separated. Let's try and grab it. That might drag them towards us. That's the plan. We're an organizer, so we'll get there first before they can leave. Perfect. So now their armies are being dragged in, but we're winning this singular fight. So if they arrive late, we're going to have already killed this army, which is almost all armored footmen, which is fantastic. So we're going to remove them before the fight even begins. Look at that. So now we're defending. It actually thinks that they have a chance. I don't think they have a chance. No, I think it's misjudged it. Evening meal, choke on it. Tonight is one of the melody of my favorite dishes. This, I was told previously, is a death event. But luckily, we are temperate, so we can avoid dying. So, calm breath. Live. Okay, little worrying, but, you know, that's fine. So right now, we should be... So this is us as defenders. We're countering their pikemen. We're countering their armored footmen, and we're countering their pikemen. So their pikemen should be doing, like, nothing, but they are also countering our horsemen. They're being countered by our light footmen. These guys are fighting in favorable terrain. There's nothing countering the horsemen currently. We do also have a ton more knights. I suspect theirs might be better. Yeah, they have some better knights. It's gonna be a close one. It really depends how many we... I think if this was it, we would win. Depends how many we kill before these guys come in, because that's another 560 heavy infantry. So let's see. So it thinks we're gonna win now, actually. Okay. So it's more certain of us. Look how many we've killed before they've even got here. This is why dragging them to us was so good, because we are getting to kill them before their full force arrives. So they already lost an extra 600 troops on us. And now we get to move down. They're on the losing side of things. This is what we like to see. The quality does go up as the number of troops they have lowers, because we're killing their levies first. And then, look at that, they've lost 2,500 troops more than us. Now, it doesn't mean they've lost 2,500 troops. We have to wait till the pursuit phase to actually see how many they lose in total. But, yeah, it's still very good. The successor to the Knight of the Hound. Wait, that said 3 successors? Did it go through that many people? Maybe. Now have a skirmisher there. What's skirmisher second? Size of skirmisher regiments goes up. Okay. I could put Garibald in here. What's the secondary one for Garibald? Let's have a look. I can't have a look because I would have to create a new one. Okay, this interface is a little odd. Okay, Garibald, you can fill the role just now. Yeah, none of them are really gaining glory because we're just dying too quickly. Luckily, we're at rank 1 though. We get army damage, which is nice, 10%. It's not too bad. Right, how did the battle go? So this is the slaughter. So this is the initial one that we caught. We killed 800 of them in the initial one. Like, actually got them. Here. Yeah, so this is the second one as it ended up being. We lost 1,362. They lost 3,000 troops. Right? They lost 3,000. That's crazy. Yeah. And we actually had fairly even-sized armies. It's just because of the way the fight happened. So overall, they lost 3,800 and we lost like 1,400. It's very much in our favor. What does it... Forced demands gets me a huge chunk of gold, right? Yeah. White peace would be nice. Maybe. But I like enforced demands if we can make it happen. Right. I would love to siege this back as well. Ooh. The further I delve into my studies, the more apparent the link between the mind and body becomes. Too much worry can make you sick. The mind is no stronger than its vessel. We can go on a run, which can give us athletic, which is great, or exercise, which is not as good, but athletic, you know, health boost. Would love it. Wait, does this also gives us development growth in farmlands and floodplains? That's great. We have that. I'm now athletic, which now means that we have another small health boost. We're living a little bit longer. We're still poor, but we have a lot of positive traits. 5 years till we get the land. Hey, our level of splendor went up, which increases the amount of prestige that children are born with and marrying into our dynasty gives, but also increases the long reign bonus, which is quite nice. You converted from Franconian to Dutch. Oh. Cool. Good on you. Anything here? Prisoners can be ransomed? Oh, wow. You're worth a lot. Yeah, we'll get 50 gold for each of you. Ask our head of faith for gold. Of course we will. Our daughter can marry. What happened to her husband? Oh, he died. Oh, you know, that's fair. I'd like a matrilineal marriage. And honestly, I would just prefer someone with high prowess right now. Herculean? You seem like a great choice. We'll drag you into our court. Still a low chance of children, but 34 prowess makes him a fantastic knight. Anything else in here we need to worry about? Don't think so. We're not making quite as much as we could be because we have some land over here which is dragging us down because it's above our county control. We could give it away. We could also create Flanders. I don't even know if we want to do that. Let me have a look at our succession right now. Yeah, we don't want to do anything till succession because we don't want to mess this up. In theory, we could give our son a duchy before succession and see how that goes, but yeah, again, I don't really want to mess anything up. We have some money now, though, which means that we're no longer in debt, which is nice. I think I said that he was in debt, right? It did, but he's not in debt anymore. He might have asked the Pope for money, the same as we did, to be honest. 6 months left on the siege. Let's go for the siege. People are plotting against my son. That's okay. How long is this going to take you to siege? 8 months. So 8 months versus 5 months. Okay. Well, I'll take it. Right. Finish the siege. What are we at? We're at 4 months versus 3 months. Yeah, that's unfortunate. As I step over the threshold to Viviana's office, I find her bent over a book. The translation of an autopsy report is atrocious. If I were to follow these instructions, I'm unlikely to cure my patient as I am to kill them outright. So we can do this and get her learning, and get us learning lifestyle experience. I can buy you a better one. You should look to the scriptures for guidance. I will give you a better translation. Wonderful. Anything in here? We need a guardian for my grandson. So my son's son. You're doing a stewardship education. That seems absolutely fine. Guardian, stewardship. You have shrewd. That's a good education. Right. What have we got here? You're legendary and renowned and you want to make mail. Unfortunately, our mail is like probably as good as it's ever going to get unless we get like a top tier. Yeah, we'll leave that where it is for just now. We could always make it and then give it to our children, but that seems a little extreme. Let's take wash your hands. Yeah, we're looking for no illness, basically, if we can get it. Wonderful, we've taken that. You're probably white peace now, right? We have money though. We can make this happen, and it makes his claim pressed, which we don't really want. We're an organizer, so we can run over full speed. You formed a new alliance with Upper Lorraine. Upper Lorraine has an extra 2,000 troops. Do we think the 2,000 troops is going to make a difference? They're currently not in. I'm going to stay without that for just now. I would love to get there before this happens. Let's see. They got there at the same time. The last day. My Marshal Duke Stayan hands me my favourite sword. It is sharpened and polished. I see a fraction of my own visage within it. You should carry this for your own sake. The centaurs scurry through your court like diseased rats, and each time we attend a public function, I wonder if it is our last. Perhaps we ought to increase the guard patrols. There's a sickly taste to this morning's air, I'm afraid. And unnerve the guards? This is mere paranoia. Add a few more patrols for luck. Pack the castle of guards. It's mere paranoia. Okay, they are running, but yeah, they already took the stuff, unfortunately. But we are going to catch them. Also, we're now at level 9. Oh, look at that. Even more stuff. It's great. 40% monthly lifestyle experience. That's insane. Okay. Attack. We've caught them first. They're going to lose a ton of troops before the next lot arrive, and then yeah, basically they lose a lot. We died. Okay. Pause the game. The fact the game didn't pause there is crazy. We lost like 2 months. Anyway, you have died. King Wolfhard of Frisia has found peace in Christ's embrace at 68 years of age. He died of old age. A conniving man, he'll be long remembered for his pettiness and spite. King Conrad ascends to the throne. Being a talented military tactician, many expect him to lead the realm to many victories on the field of battle. So, we got a ton of stuff. We attended 4 things, 3 grand tournaments, 1 hunt. We'll see whether we can do better than that. Succession happened. This guy took Brabant, and as I said, when I was doing the succession stuff, he took a title with him. And there we go. That's us. So he just happened to take Brabant itself. So he took the capital of the duchy. I think so that probably makes sense. So now we have all the troops facing East Francia. Which is good. Yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to feel about this. We also have the war goal because we hold all of the Duchy of Utrecht, which is nice. We also have a lot more money. And our court... Ooh, wait a second. Wait, our primary title became Frisia. We can save this. So I'm going to put this guy in. Look at that. Our primary title is Frisia, so therefore this gets to continue. That is great news. Okay. Now I do want to try something else. I'm going to put in you. I cannot integrate title as there are no valid things to integrate. Okay. So that means that we hold no land. We have no duchies which are outside France and Frisia. What I was hoping is the way it's phrased, right? The way it's phrased, it doesn't actually even tell me here, is they will be integrated into your primary title. To me, that says you can move something from a secondary title to a primary title. That is not the case. What you can do is you can move something from a duchy to a kingdom. You cannot do it otherwise. There is actually a way of moving something, I believe, sort of, but you could only do it at the empire level, and all it does is move it into your empire, so it's not really what we want, but yeah. Anyway, interesting. So how are we going to get that duchy? Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to end the episode soon, because otherwise I'm going to keep going. But what we could do is we could create, in fact, we could use Brabant, maybe. We could give Brabant all of these holdings, right? Which are currently in, Flanders in Ypres. Let me try that again. We could give him all the holdings in Flanders, which would then mean that he's holding them under the Duchy of Brabant, and as long as he doesn't create the Duchy of Brabant, which he has no reason to, that would then allow us to integrate it on the next one, because that should come with us on a succession. On the other hand, what we could also do is we could give each title to like a different duke, and like in some kind of weird, I forget what it's called, but you know those packs that you see generally on a television program. It's 4 people create a pact for some buried treasure. The last one alive gets it. We could give each of the 4 dukes one of these ones in Flanders. None of them have the power to create Flanders by themselves, and then we would guarantee that it comes with us. So we could do something like that. But basically, yeah, we could start giving away things, and on succession we would then keep it. Although I believe actually on succession right now everything goes to our player heir, because we have 1 player heir. How old's our wife? 36. She's pregnant. If that's a son, that's perfect. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. Frisia is big, but maybe temporarily. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.